Hello, welcome. How's it going, Olimar? So, apologies that I was a bit late. I was just doing some work on another dream. Hello, Vassan, welcome back. This all looks very familiar at the moment. I just need to finish this. How's everyone this evening? I hope you all had a lovely weekend. I think this one's going to kill me. So yeah, we'll get to some of the sneak peek stuff in just a sec after this thing kills me. Let's go get my essence back quickly. So we'll just go down there, grab the essence, get to a tree and save, and then from there I can run you through the sneak peek stuff that we've got planned. It's going to be a shorter stream today, because we've already beaten the game. There's my essence. So what we'll be doing is we'll be showing you all where Dark Essence has come from and where it's going. Hello, Dark Arrow. We're in trouble here. We're going to try and use that against them. Nice. Full damage in Dark Essence is quite unforgiving. Gamer 101 EMEA, is this in dreams? Yes, it is. All built by myself in dreams. Which we will see now. So, this is Dark Essence. Consisting of 15 individual scenes, a couple of cutscenes, and everything else. Nice. Yes, thank you very much. So what we'll do is we will jump into the Fallen Monastery, because this is the first level, and here it is. So here's the combat system, the much maligned combat system by some people. And here's the inventory system. So you've got 4 menus, well, essentially, yeah, 4 menus here, which is, this is the item inventory, the weapon inventory, the player, sort of your player stats, your character stats, which also doubles up as the upgrade menu as well. You can see here. And then we've got the settings, which is a loose term that I applied to it a long ago. Essentially, that's where you get the controls for the controller map, and then item HUD. Now this controls all of the items that are on the screen when you start. So let's cut through the cutscene here. Just so everyone knows, this is going to be a far more technical stream today, but you will get a sneak peek of what I'm planning for the follow-up. Yeah. So the item hub is the bottom left corner HUD there, where you can see all the weapons go. And then now that we're into the level, we can actually go out and see how everything's populated. So I make heavy use of what are called emitters. So these allow me to place objects throughout the world. So essentially cloning them. So every enemy you see here actually comes from one of these emitters. And that saves a hell of a lot of memory. You can see here, this is the gameplay thermo, and the graphics memory thermometer, and the audio memory thermometer. And these essentially control how much I can have in a scene. So you see here, I've got 86 gameplay with all these enemies playing. As you, some of you may notice that the frame rate may, if you're on PS4, PS4 Pro, will improve the more enemies you kill, and that's because as you kill them, they are deleted and killed, and they drop away from this gameplay thermometer. One of the things here I've got is for some sound design, which was this is the zone. So this can, whenever you're in this zone, you'll hear louder wind. If we go into the hidden menu, you can see here, this is where this is what's called collision. So this is like an invisible path that you're able to walk up from. Otherwise, you have to create special animations for going upstairs, and that's actually quite awkward to do. We've got the fog gate here, and then the acolyte. So my enemy logic, as it's called, is actually sort of quite basic. The enemies will have a zone. Actually, let me use a proper mob, one of these guys over here. So the big guy with the axe. So they have a trigger zone. So if the player strays into this zone at all, they will knock him off of his patrol here. This is the logic that controls the patrol maneuvers, and then it will activate his attack range. So that's the aggro, and then this radius here. Oh, that's a sphere. That shouldn't be a sphere. This is this is old. So you see here, yeah, that's old as well. These should actually be cylinders like that. So now, when the player character is found to be in this trigger zone, the enemy will attack. This also powers the attack as well. Hello! It was, because it wasn't Adriana, was it? Was it? Oh, I can't remember, but welcome back. So yeah, so this powers their combat. You see this one's got, hey Eli, welcome back. Marianne, that's it. I knew, because I knew that was what caught me before last time. So you see here, this guy has 3 attacks. It's all controlled by all these cables. These are what we call wires. And yeah, so that's his radius. So if the player goes into that radius, you will get attacked. And then lastly, you see here, there's more of this. All of this is just collision. I'll just hide that again. This is the invisible walls that you don't see that stop you from getting out of the area. Yeah, so I mean, you have to remember, this all started with nothing. This is just me building it up. People can make a lot more simple things in Dreams with far less logic, like this. So this is actually the exit. No, not that one. That one. So this is like when you pass through this trigger, you will exit the level, and it will transport you to the next scene. And this is also what we call, this is sort of my checkpoint and position logic. So this is how the game remembers where you are with the checkpoints. And stamina manager, death screen, just loads of stuff, just loads and loads of stuff. But so that's that. We're going to drop out of this scene. I'm not going to save any of these changes, and we'll go to another level that's a little bit bigger. What would be good for that? Upper Idril's always a good one. Is the sequel of this game have church level? Yes, probably. So here you can see Upper Idril. Now, when you're in Upper Idril, you spend most of your time playing around here, sort of exploring around here. This is where all the detail is, because because beyond this point, you actually transition to a different scene. So when we actually go through here, you'll find that there's bits missing. See? This is actually where we fight Ecphelion later on. So what I had to do was I had to build the entire city first and then break it out into separate scenes because it was just far too big. I mean, in an ideal world, it would be one entire scene, but it was just too big for that. So yeah, so this is essentially Upper Idril. Yeah, a dragon boss fight. Maybe. Certainly, like one of the aspirations with a sequel is to make everything better, and the one similar dragon fight I had in Dark Essence was okay. I think I could do better. But yeah, so you got mainly Upper Idril here, Idril Plaza here, and then Silver Church here. What took longer, making the levels or making the code wire thing? I'd say probably the code wire stuff, like figuring out how to make things work is the hardest thing. Once I had all these systems built, it was a simple case of just producing more scenes, because all of this is copied from the original creations, and then I make the levels. Is the sequel's going to have prison level? Potentially. It might do, actually. I was toying with like a Bastille kind of area, but I don't want to go into too many spoilers on that just yet. But yeah, so like because the other thing was Vassen, that I had to get all of the systems finished before I could press to actually going into sort of like what I call mass. I don't want to use the word mass production. Usually the word is full production. But like once I had all of this sorted, it's gonna have a swamp level, isn't it? Probably. Some kind of poisonous gas. The blood leeches will make a return. But yeah, I had to literally pre-plan what all of the items were going to be, because the thing is, where the game has. This is where I can show you guys much clearer. So these are the individual levels. If I make a change, say to any of like the character systems or the combat or any of the items, if I make that change in this scene, because of the way I originally set this up, I have to go and make that change to every scene. So if I change something here, I have to replicate it 14 times throughout the level. Throughout the sort of the project, and that is exhausting. I've done that quite a few times, and there's times where I've wanted to do it and I haven't. But anyway, how long have we been going? We've only been going 10 minutes, but we'll turn this into more of a dev stream. This is the prototype. So this is how every dream starts out, with this pink floor. So as you can see, we've got a new protagonist. I also want to just quickly take a moment to say thank you to so I don't want to take what I'm using. So here you can see all of the assets that I'm using from the community. A lot more detailed. Yes, it is. I'm using a lot of assets from the community, and specifically, I'm using Battle Milk 29's combat logic. Hey Yeti Crimson, how's it going? Thanks for joining. So if you look here, they made this this soul style. Oh, I need to give them a thumbs up. They made this soul style template. So this is what I started with. which was very kindly made by Battle Milk. So you can see here, very clever. So I took that, and then I've heavily modified it. So I'm going to show you some stuff now. Whole new inventory system using 3D models. You can see here, we've got all our weapons already sorted out, so I'll take the silver sword for now. And now you actually get full-on stats for the weapons. So we have two stats. We have physical damage that the weapon does, and then the durability. So I'm going to take the silver sword there. On the right here, you'll see we've also got our core stats. So we've got this will tell you exactly how much HP you've got. Focus points, which is what controls, which now controls magic, which I'll get to in a second. Stamina. It also shows you. You may not have noticed that, but we've got our right weapon R1, R2, and L1, and that is because now you have like a base. So a base stat, and then it will go up when you get weapons. So you can actually see, okay, so the hammer's much better than, say, that, the silver sword. We've got left-hand weapons, which now isn't just shields. So you see, we have 4 shields in the new prototype. We've also got daggers. We've got guns. We've got a bow. The bow is much better now. But yeah, so much more stuff. We've got a torch. Some people did say they felt Dark Essence was a bit too dark, so now they've got a torch, which they can use to light the way. So there's that. Now, one other thing I'm mega excited to show, we've got armor. So I've got 4 armor sets sorted out at the moment that are in and working. And these have real stats that will affect how much damage you can take. So it will mitigate the damage you take. So for example, as you can see here, the Valen Knight gear, which has got 33 defense, will protect you more than, say, the common mage robes. And we've also got the Fateful. Is the sequel of this game going to have a sewer level? Yes, it feels like you, Marianne. You might have seen my design document for the new one. But you're getting a lot of them right. So if we put the Fateful robes on, thanks, Rocky. Yeah, this is the idea with a sequel is just to make everything better. So that's generally what the plan is here. But you see here, we've got our. Some of you may recognise what that is, or what I've taken inspiration from, and that is going to play into the story of Dark Essence 2. So that's that. Right, I'm going to switch back. I'm going to switch to that. So it will, Marianne, it will have the same checkpoint system as a previous game. So it will remember when you go into an area into a new scene, and it will remember at your celestial trees. Is heavy armor going to slow you down? That is something I'm looking at implementing. Yes. So where was I? We're just going to switch to shield. Right, now something else. This we've got magic. So there will be 8 spells in the game to find. So you've got Fireball, Lightning Strike, and then these haven't got any names at the moment written here, but I do know them. So you can equip them like this. And something else that some of you may have noticed is the control interface is now how you'd expect it to be. So X to enter, X to select. Circle to leave, circle to leave. This was Hunter. This was made in Dreams, right? Yes, this is made in Dreams. So just go to the consumables. So we've got there's a text conflict there. I'll have to have a look at that. So as you can see, be prepared to find bugs. See bugs, or should I say. Right, so now we've got some gear on. See here, we've got our 3D HUD as well. So we can see we've got our 2 spells equipped there. though we can't use them because you do need to use a staff to use them. But right now we'll show this. So here's the shield with the sword, and something else I'm very happy to reveal. Yes, that's right. We can now dual two-hand our weapons, just like that. Right. So let's try this out on an enemy. So you might notice that again. This is all great thanks to Battle Milk and their amazing combat engine that they've created in Dreams. Again, I am modifying it. Oh, it's hit me. See here, like we've got they react, because that was one of the biggest pieces of feedback I've had around combat in Dark Essence 1 is the enemies didn't seem to react to being hit. Okay, you've just seen that. Our swords disappeared. That is because it's run out of durability. So that'll be something else you'll have to manage. So, I need to get away from this guy. Right, I've got away from him. So you see durability's gone down to 0, so the weapon has broken. Rocky, thank you. Well, I'm really looking forward to Elden Ring when or if it ever comes out. I'm gonna get the big. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's get the mage staff out, so we can do some magic. So let's use the fireball. Pretty good, no? Let's try lightning strike. Yeah, I've run out of FP. I haven't got it set up at the moment. So the FP bar, so your focus point bar, is essentially your mana bar. That will slowly regenerate. Now, if you level your character's magic stats up, which are focus and belief, you will improve that regeneration rate. Yeah. And there's like I said, there's 8 spells in the game. You'll notice here I've got these padlocks. Now this is because I had planned on having 3 slots. Because again, objective of the project is to make it better than Dark Essence 1. And in Dark Essence 1, you only had two consumable slots. That proved very challenging or very expensive to implement. So right now, I've locked it off. It is something I will look to do if possible. Sorry, excuse me. Yasin, Dark Souls had rings that give you buffs. Have you thought of adding that too? That is where the totems can't. Now, this is something that's completely undeveloped. The menu doesn't even work here. I am looking at whether or not this is covenants or rings or something else. I don't know, but I have got a slot here for something else that is going to again add more sort of variety, because that's something else I'm trying to do with the sequel. Is in Dark Essence 1, you pretty much were a knight build from a Souls-like, and that is all you could really do. Like you could spec it differently, so it could be super fast with stamina, or you could be like a real tank, but that was really all you could play as. Whereas the objective with this one is to have different play styles for people. So if I just go here, show you the bow. The bow is also improved. Is the sequel of this game going to have a sunset? Yes, it will. So there's 2 ways to use the bows, or the ranged weapons. Hold L1, and now you can aim. Are you making a Mortal Kombat game? No, not currently. I don't know if actually that's fair. I don't know if anyone's thought of making a fighting game inside Dreams yet. But yeah, so those of you who have followed the channel and those of you who've played Dark Essence and have got to the bow will know that its implementation wasn't the best, and that is again something that I'm trying to improve with this version. see here, like, I can free aim and hit these guys from there. Or, if you lock on, simple case of pressing L1. Very similar to Bloodborne. Because as well, we do have guns. Ah, he's killed me. That looked a bit dodgy. Anyway, so we'll just put a different weapon on now. Get a big shield out. Get the heavy armor out. And just like that, we've got a kind of completely different build that we're going for now. This one's just all about taking hits. I hurt it quite a bit. I do love this sword. Is parrying possible with shields? Not currently. That's something I'll have to investigate. It is possible to stagger enemies though, as you'll see now. Come on. Oh, that killed him. It's because the sword's too strong. Hang on, let me go to the great this axe. Oh, damn it, I broke the axe. Oops. We'll take the mace. I'm killing everything really fast. Maybe a specific weapon for parrying. Potentially. There's lots of different... There's loads of possibilities at the moment, with it just being a prototype. What I'll be trying to do with the prototype is to with the next project is to set it up a little bit better, so that if I only make changes in here and then this is copied to every other scene, I shouldn't have to and make the changes all those different times like I was saying before. Oh, he killed me again. They're quite aggressive. That's interesting. Why is that doing that? We're going to do a little bit of maintenance here. Go under the hood. Come on, kill me. Right. So, magic activated for some reason. I bet it's a simple case of just copying it like that. I've discovered this weird bug in Dreams lately where animations will play when the character dies, but all you have to do is copy the animation and then delete the original, and it fixes it, and it's weird and I don't know why it does it. So we should try that again quickly. Get the cleric staff out. We won't be naked either. There we go. I was really pleased with the way this this magic turned out. Are there any friendly NPCs? There will be, yeah. I've got another bit of stuff to show you guys in a sec. I'm just trying to see if something's broken here. Are you making a game about ducks? Duck NPC. Do you know what? Just for you, Maran, I'm going to put a duck Easter egg in there. See, that's fixed it. Oh, hi, Azazel. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so here's the new menu, if you didn't see it already. Oh, we've also got Scythe, guys. I think this looks really cool. Duck Essence, yeah. Ha, 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 ha. Ooh, ah. Everything's set up a bit too strong for these enemies are very weak. Are you going to make any more bosses? Because if you do, make the Gorg looks like a man riding raptor dragon thingy. Do you mean like the Nameless King from Dark Souls 3? But yeah, so I'm just going to, again, just show you guys quickly the range stuff. So again, you can now free aim. Accuracy will vary. I'm still working on sensitivity. And then you can lock on like Bloodborne. Like that. I'll see what I can do. I'm very far away from doing any kind of bosses at the moment. So this is the prototype. This is the core engine of what's going to drive the next project. You can see up here. This is actually where the menu is. Those of you who have familiar dreams will probably have a nightmare when you see all of these wires. Thanks, Rocky. Now let's just drop out quickly. I will save that. So now I'm going to quickly show you. Have you made any levels yet? I'm going to show you something now. Where is it? Here we go. DE2 building test. Oh, okay, Marianne. Have a good night. Thank you. Sleep well. Thanks, Rocky. So, here we go. NPCs. A blacksmith! We found a blacksmith! Yeah! It's like we're in some kind of shrine. Teleport? That's interesting wording. Oh, wow. So, and now we're just going to step out here. Now, again, I'm not going to take any credit for these sculptures. These were, I'm using community assets. I am modifying them, so changes are being made to their original sort of designs. But a lot of this stuff was made by Sooty Pinions on Dreams, and also bye, Marianne. Have a good sleep well. Have a good day tomorrow. Sooty Pinions and another gentleman who I will credit correctly when I can remember and in the final project. But yeah, this is really cool, isn't it? Got the moon up there. So this is going to be the City of Ravenswitch at some point. And you see here, it's super like early days. There's some block out down there. And this is in the Kingdom of Valen. Now, those of you who watched who've seen the last stream, will see that I got the best ending. Well, not the best ending. I got one of the 3 endings in Dark Essence, and that ending leads directly into this. Yeti, man, I loved your DS Lego gameplay. How did you do it? That was made in a game called Dreams. That was made in a game called Lego Worlds. However, a lot of it was faked. So, for example, like the HUD in that was faked. The some of the other things were faked. It was a very clever sort of mock-up. What I just that was one of the reasons why I moved to Dreams was because everyone wanted to play something, and I decided to make it for something that people could play. So yeah, I'll just give you a aerial view. So this is what I called that, Shrine of the Redeemer, I believe. I should. Oh, we can go in there. Nice. Yep. You can see this is an old bit of work that I was doing on an area, but it will be scrapped. So I don't expect to see much from this. But yeah, this is I'm really excited with this. Yeah. Just visually, there's like you can see, everyone can see there's a step up because I've got using some great creations by other people. Oh, damn it, I can't make the gap. I wonder if I can jump that. No. Are you worried you might have a problem with space again? Yes, always worried about that. At the moment, so I've tried to be very clear. Yeah, I've tried to be very sort of open with everyone about what the plan is for the second project, and that is it will only be on PS5 so that I can maximize the sort of what I can get from Dreams. Yeti, are you playing on a PS4, PS4 Pro, or a PS5 when it comes to the attack speed? Because I have noticed something, but if you can let me know. Yeah, so yeah, going back to your question, Bastian. Yeah, it is a concern, but because I'm sort of like a year or so away. But this project's like a year or so away. I think at some point they're going to open up more power for Dreams. So in theory, I should get a load more space back. But I'm trying not to let that bother me at the moment because I want to I don't really want to cut stuff at this stage already. So, and it's very similar to what happened with Dark Essence 1, where I had to do loads of different scope changes and loads of different sort of like start from scratch and change things and move things around to make it all work. Because as you saw, it was never my intention to make upper Idril, to make the interior of Idril one. Sorry, I'm just going to move this guy back. I wanted to make it one scene, but then I found out I had to break it down into 3 scenes. So, yeah, we'll see. Right, so you're on PS4 Pro. That's interesting. I have seen some people the game can appear to be right because I'm really pushing the PlayStation 4 and 4 Pro hard. The game can actually slow down, is what I've seen when I've watched people play it, and it's kind of annoying that it's doing that because it shouldn't be, but it is. I'm gonna have to look at what I can do for that because as you can, if you go check my streams, you've seen the streams, you can see how like the combat in that is probably faster than what you're seeing. Ha, the Executioner. He was a good boss. He was a good boss. Let's just pop out of here so I can sort of show that a bit more. So where are we? We're down here. So see, this doesn't look too bad to me. And then if I switch to a regular weapon, see, for me, this is fast enough. I wouldn't change it. But as I said, like the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, it seems to be running so much slower that it makes the combat feel really heavy and slow. And I don't know what I can do to change it. I went through, because I can't test it. Reminds me of Big Chungus. Yeah. Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he? But I mean, just jumping back between the the two projects, you can already see like there is a massive difference there. I mean, I'm so much happy. The HUD and the inventory have been some of the most expensive changes. Yeah, I did do a combat tweak patch late last week, which I was really happy about because obviously, thankfully, Media Molecule patched up. Sorry, my words have escaped me. Media Molecule made Dark Essence a community selection, so. You also fought the final boss, the Dragon Cthulhu. So which boss would you say that? So that there's Cthulhu Dragon, who's at the top of Lower Idril. He's not the final boss. The final boss is Celestra. She's over there, down here where I am. How did you find the Cthulhu Dragon? I didn't think he was the best boss, to be honest. Thanks, Creeper. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I welcome everyone's feedback. I take the feedback. Combat isn't the best. I think what I would say about it is I was working on it long before people made great combat systems in Dreams, and because of the scope of my dream, I've actually come out much later than intended. So I think people are used to a better quality of combat in Dreams now, whereas this, if Dark Essence had come out a year ago, I think some people might not have had as many issues with it, and as I said, had to build it all from scratch. And the other thing is, when I've been working on this for like 2 years, I just get used to the combat. You just, like, after a while, you just sort of, oh yeah, I need to fix that. I'll fix it later. After a while, you just get used to it, and you understand how it works. And one of the big things in Dark Essence, which is similar to, there's something going on with the chat there. It's repeated itself. I can't see, chat seems to be a bit broken at the moment. Let me know if you, chuck some messages in chat, see if it's working. One of the things with Dark Essence's combat is it's very much a case of you do need to observe the enemies. You do have to sort of work out what their attacks are. And I did my best to try and make it so that you can signpost them. Oh god. I'm literally getting chat replay. I'm getting everyone's questions that I've already answered. See, backed away from this. And I think the other thing is, Souls-likes aren't for everyone. So I also understand that, most people may not get out of the starting area of Dark Essence, and that's fine. But I think I've had 4 people beat the game, which is that's pretty cool. Going back to the challenges on PS4 Pro Yeti, I'll have a look and see what I can do. I may even, do you know what I might do for you? I might break out my PS4 Pro that I've still got, and I might just do a quick test on it, do a playthrough, see if there's anything I can do. Because, as I said earlier in the stream, so we've got the gameplay thermo here. Now, this, in theory, the 100% limit on here is for PS4. So according to this, I've got 18% left. So it should be working on PS4 and PS4 Pro, but it's not. So I need to see if there's something I can do. Oh, thank you. Okay, looks like chat's come back. Thank you, Gojasaur. Rocky, how did you go about designing the area, I'm impressed by the level design. I'll just gonna before I get into that, I'll just answer a few questions. Maybe make it more easy to pick up for new players. I made the starting enemies I made them easier to kill. I've just finished 2 days ago of my drawing of my boss. He's got a bucket helm and his fellow and his hollow fellow. He's distant. If you follow me on Twitter, just send it to me. I'd love to have a look at it. So yeah, Rocky. How did you go about designing the areas and the level design? So I mentioned this in the other streams. I did, I would actually say over half of the levels were actually designed in a 3D space. So what I did was I would take these assets, these building blocks that I've made. It's kind of like Lego actually, so it reminded me a bit of when I was making Lego Dark Souls. And I'd build just sort of buildings. One of the things I like to do is I want the buildings to look right. I want the world to be functional. I don't like one of the things that my pet peeves and hates in other game design level environment artists and level design is when buildings don't make sense, or when you're like, hang on, shouldn't there be a window here? Like, I'm outside, there's a window on the outside, but when I go in, there's no window. For me, like, the world needs to be believable. So what I do is I build the buildings and then I start placing them down, trying to find paths. And one of the key design philosophies that because I've read loads of books about the creation of Dark Souls and 1 to 3 and Bloodborne and Demon Souls. Haven't read any books on Sekiro just yet, but it's still the same theory. Is this idea of sort of the way the levels are. There's a lot of verticality, and there's also doubling back, and you fight your way through to create a shortcut, so that you can. So now you've created that shortcut, and now you can move forward. DS2 be like, let's put a giant lava ocean cast above a swamp castle. Yeah, and I don't know if you know why that all happened, because Dark Souls 2 actually had quite a troubled development, and the original idea they had was to create this. They'd built the best way I can say it is they'd built a land in Dark Souls 1. In Dark Souls 2, they wanted to build a world, so they just went to town in creating all of these environments, and then. When it came to actually stitching it all together, when they ran out of, this is also important, they ran out of time, they were also having engine issues, they ended up just smashing everything together, and that's why, a lot of the layout to, what's it called, Drangleic, doesn't actually make sense. Yeah, when you look at it, what's that? The Iron Keep is up in the sky. Yeah, you exit a mountain and then you're like somewhere else, and it doesn't make any sense. There's no offense to them. It's that's what a troubled development can do to your project. Is it can force you to make sacrifices like that, and obviously they learned from that with Dark Souls 3. Because what they went and did with that was they created reasons for why it was all these different areas were smashed together with the transitory lands of Lothric, and that because it was because the fire was dying, all the lands were sort of moving together and sort of smashed and rubbing up against each other. So that was quite clever. But yeah, there was a couple of levels that I did do paper designs for. So the Fallen Monastery started as a very basic paper design. I don't know why I've got the worst sword in the game out. As I've said, one of my favourite designed levels was the Desecrated Tomb. That was done as a paper design. Oh, hello. Loads of messages come through. Sorry, guys. Chat's just a mess. Dark Souls has summons, so to help new players. Actually, guys, let me show you something. I don't know if anyone's done this. So it's possible to get an NPC ally in this fight. Let me see if I can trigger it. I have to need to get the Celestial to kill me. Yeah, I'll see if I'll have to sort of break the game a little bit to make it work, but I'll show you. And again, that's something that I'll be looking at for the next project. Yeah, like Miyazaki was busy working on Project Beast, which became Bloodborne. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of ambition for Dark Souls 2, and I think they struggled to that. It's just Mythic Marty, Yeti. Right, so I don't want to. I don't. What is it? It's. Right. Okay. It's not so. Ah, damn it. We haven't. How can I do this? I know. Right, choice 2 is the one that does it. So I'm breaking the game just so I can show you all this. Sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm just figuring out how to do it. Right, that should work. So this is a secret. When we completed Solomon's quest line in the last playthrough, we chose to warn the people of Valen. And what that did, as we saw in the epilogue, was it meant that Solomon returned to his homeland and his hometown, and he was going to warn everyone about the danger, the dark. He's going to warn them about about the corruption of essence and all that stuff. Now we were given the option to keep the dark secret. And if you keep the dark secret, Solomon can join you in the final battle with Celestra. So I've just hacked it to see if I can make him join the fight. So we'll see if it works. There's also another secret, there's the other ending, which is actually the bad ending. Here he is, Solomon. Let's do it. Oh no, we're dead, Solomon. She killed us instantly. But yeah, as you can see, I did work out how to have friendlies. I mean, I always had friendlies because you have the skeleton that you can summon as a summons. So I knew how to do it. It's just it was very, very expensive. So I saved it for what I thought would be a really cool moment. But that is something, again, in the next project, everything's about making everything better. So having more playable NPCs or summons would be is a goal. But we'll have to wait and see how things pan out. As I said, in theory, the PS5's got loads of power that Dreams can tap into. So there shouldn't be a reason why they can't lift the like the caps that they've got. Okay, so I'll also reveal the bad ending. I can't show it to you because I haven't met the preconditions to do it. But there is, if you have too much corrupted essence, see, I've always warned everyone about the danger of the corrupted essence. There's a point in the game where you can, if you have too much, you will have too much dark essence, and you essentially will become corrupted. And so when you come in here, see if I might actually be able to. Solomon's not here, is he? No, right. No, I'm not going to show it. I'll show it on another playthrough. But Solomon will. In here, people will wonder, why is there 2 fog gates into this place? This doesn't make any sense. That's because if you become corrupted, and then you come into here to fight Celestra, Solomon will fight you, which I thought was pretty cool. Yay, Solomon's back again. Right. Let's kill it this time. But yeah, that's the stream, guys. I'm happy to answer any more questions everyone's got. Again, today was sneak peek. For those of you who are joining, when the video's finished sort of uploading after the stream, you'll be able to jump back through. It's about halfway through. We go and she killed me again. It's about halfway through. We go and look at the prototype and some environment, some early environment ideas that I've got going for the next area. Oh, hey Paul, did you just join? But yeah, so at the moment, I mean, you've all probably, most of you have probably seen this. It's just apart from as I just said, like I've hacked it. Get good, yes. Yeah, that was the same move she got me. Oh, yeah, Paul. So as I was saying, the sneak peek at the prototype is just about halfway through the video. So when the stream's over and it's finished uploading, you'll be able to take a look at it. Everyone seems pretty happy with how it's coming together, so that's cool. But yeah, and also as I was just saying, I've hacked this a little bit to show you that if one of the endings that you choose will allow Solomon to join the final battle. So we're not going to be a scrub this time and die to her instantly. We're actually going to put up a fight this time. Yay, Solomon! Let's go. Nothing like a bit of jolly cooperation. And Yeti, as I said, if I get a chance, I'm going to true heroes do a focus only. Yeah, when you can't really. Yeah, that's something I may do for a fun stream. Actually, see how far I get, the creator, when I try to do like a 0 level up playthrough of Dark Essence. Thought that. Yeah, so that's an interesting lesson, right? Yeah, there's what do people call that? There's it's not gimmick. Demon Souls has got some of that with its bosses. Yeah, it's kind of like how you fight Bjorn with the Storm Ruler. Like they have like some novelties to them, like certain boss fights where you can do certain things. So you're trying to like work it out how to beat it. I think what I do there is I just be careful about anything that's sort of custom animation or anything like that. So we've got I am on New Game Plus, so and also this isn't even proper New Game Plus because I hacked my way through this level. Solomon's great. Thanks, Flo. Look at him. Oh no, Solomon! Don't die! Heal! I was hoping he was going to show you guys. No, he's dead! One of the things that's revealed in this fight, if you have Solomon alongside you, actually as well in the... Cool! 4. Nice. I can add him to Dark Essence too, if you like. Yeah, one of the things you discover, you can notice in this fight, and in the, if you actually end up fighting Solomon, is he has a celestial light too. Oh, thanks, Rocky. Looking forward to playing more D. Oh, that's great, man. Thank you. Have a great evening. Hollow of the Blow. Can't wait to check it out, man. Yeah, it turns out Solomon has a celestial light as well. So you know essentially our Estus equivalent, and so there's a lot of similarities between the two of you. Except in this instance, we became. Well, I've got to save some stuff for a while. It's been great talking to everyone, but I do like to hold some stuff back until it's finished. So I think we're only going to get this ending. Oh, that's a bit rough. Yeah. So we didn't complete Solomon's quest line in this, so we didn't get the other part of the epilogue. Yeah, just before we go, man. Yeah, you share it in chat, and I'll have a quick read, or send it to me on Twitter, whatever you want to do. Yes, Dark Essence will return. So are you going to have more unique boss music? Yeah, actually, as you can see, guys, we're on New Game Plus 2. There's been a really cool update that Media Molecule just rolled out for Dreams. Back in the beta, they had a way for us to upload our own music into Dreams. Basically our own sound files, but they had to disable it because there was some copyright infringement going on. So I think they've sorted that all out now. So I can actually reach out to composers outside of Dreams and say, can you make me some boss music? So and also, guys, that opens up the other thing now. I should be able to get voice acting for the next project. I was even contemplating bringing it into Dark Essence 1 retroactively as an update, but I need to find some voice actors. But yeah, no, I did sort of run out of variants of boss music. I did try to have some themes between the shit, like sort of common themes between them. Me? I'm not an actor. I just feel like it would be a bit, especially if people watch the stream as well, I think it would just look, I just don't think it would sound right. Family, relatives. Yeah, potentially. I mean, I'll be honest. I need to go back through some of my videos. I've had people reach out and offer to do it from previous videos that I've done. So I always said to them, if it was something I could do, I would reach out to them. I think the only thing I need to explore is if it's going to affect performance at all. You know, if if it touches that gameplay thermometer whatsoever, then it's a hard no for Dark Essence 1 at least.
Hey!
It's really weird coming back here. Oh yes, Yeti's got the lore for Froth or Forth. Forth was like a man, but one day a plague invaded his home and infected him, and found his katana with a smithy, and then choked him to death. Then blade after that went off. Thanks, Yeti. That's really cool. It's interesting. It's very interesting that you say like a plague invaded his home. There may be similar such things happening in Ravenswitch in Dark Essence 2. We'll have to wait and see. It's really funny coming back here in New Game Plus. You just one-shotting enemies now, because I mentioned before, while there is a New Game Plus to let people, if they want to, try and get the other endings or find the weapons and other things that they missed, do optional areas that they missed, I was not able to increase enemy health. So, like, if you get to, like, say new game plus 4, you're going to be so overpowered against the enemies that you'll just be walking through them. But I like that in a way, because you've put the effort in to get superpowered, and now you're just taking your revenge on these guys that were once super tough. But yeah, right. Well, so I think we'll call the stream there, guys. I can't wait to check out Yeti's art of Forth, the Hollow. We're going to go do that now. And I don't know when the next video is going to be. I'm pretty much, thanks Paul, I'm pretty much done with patching Dark Essence at this stage. And I mean, the only thing I'm looking at now is if people make me aware of game-breaking bugs. And I just want to stress again, there are bugs in Dark Essence that appear to be driven by dreams and not by Dark Essence itself. It's disappointing that happens, but dreams is an incredibly powerful tool, so I'm not surprised that it can have issues now and then. Yeah, so I don't know when the next video update will be. I'll now be moving into sort of full next month, next week, next month, next year. What are we in? It won't be next week. Probably, I think, yeah, I'll probably do an update next month. I think given where we are on the prototype, I mean, there isn't actually that much more to do in here. It's mainly just rigging up. If you're still here, Paul, this is it. You can check it out in the video in a minute. It's mainly just rigging up. Oh no, it says I've got to design the other 6 spells, so that's actually a lot of effort. I need to implement the other 6 consumables, and also one thing I didn't show you was this. Like, none of this is sorted, so that this whole page needs to be sorted out. And there's other things, so yeah, like, I'll provide an update next chance I get. But yeah, thanks for joining me, everyone. It's great to talk to you all again. Please share any feedback on Dark Essence. Keep it coming. Any feedback on Project 2, please send it to me. And have a great week. I will speak to you all soon. Thank you. Bye. Thanks, Asin.